my channel, and today we have a 10-minute morning stretch to start your day. So all you need is yourself and a mat or a towel. We're going to start laying down in Shavasana because you've just woken up, right? So let's start nice and gentle. You have the option to put both hands on the low belly or one hand on the belly and the other hand on the heart. And I just want you to take a moment to take deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, allowing the belly to fill with air like a balloon, and then empty of air on your breath out. Becoming aware of the passage of breath through the body. How does it feel going through your nose and out through your mouth? Starting nice and gentle. And from here, start to bring the knees in towards the chest, holding on to the fronts of the shins, and give it a gentle rock side to side, back and forth, maybe some circles, just massaging your lower back onto the ground beneath you. And then holding onto the knees, separate the knees and create circles outwards. So you're taking the knees away from each other and then back in towards each other a couple of times. And then take it the other way, just starting to lubricate that hip joint. Any creaks and groans are very, very normal. And then holding on to your right knee, you're going to extend the left leg along the ground and then gently rock that knee from side to side, massaging that hip flexor. And then coming into a supine twist, you're going to take that right knee across towards the left and then look back over your right shoulder. You want the shoulders to be touching the ground rather than the knee. If it's a battle between the two of them, let the shoulder win. And taking deep breaths, expanding the rib cage. From here, roll over towards your left, keeping that right knee bent, and come into a Sphinx variation. So pushing into the ground with your hands and your elbows, open up through the chest and imagine that you're pulling the ground towards you. So the arms are active, taking deep breaths in and out. And then taking your left arm back under the right one, rolling back onto the back, pull that right knee in towards you, and then interlace the hands behind the right thigh. We're going to go for a nice hamstring floss here, bending the knee and straightening the knee, extending the leg and bending the leg. The idea is to keep the height of the leg constant, but this is different for everybody. And if that knee can't fully straighten, that's okay to work at your level. Letting that leg go. We're going to do that whole sequence on the other side. So this time you're bringing your left knee in towards the chest, you're extending the right leg along the floor, and you're just going to take that left knee from side to side, massaging through the left hip flexor. From here, coming into your supine twist, so left knee goes over towards the right side and you look over your left shoulder. Again, the shoulders are completely grounded. If this means that the knee is up a little bit in the air, that is okay. And then rolling over towards your right side, coming into your Sphinx variation. Elbows are underneath shoulders, opening through the chest, nice and proud. From here, taking your right arm underneath your left, rolling back onto your back, keeping hold of that left knee, and then interlacing the hands behind the left thigh and going for that hamstring floss, bending and extending through the knee joint. And notice that one leg might feel like it has more flexibility, more range of motion than the other. That is totally okay. You can bend and flex the foot. It's your playtime, it's your morning practice. Beautiful job. Now take a big, long, full body stretch. pushing the hands away from you overhead, and then holding onto the backs of the thighs, start to roll up and down the spine, giving yourself a little self-massage. Make this playful, make this fun, all the way to seated, as long as that takes, and then seated cross-legged here. We're going to take some chest circles. So holding onto the knees, I want you to think of stirring the pot. You're rounding the spine as you circle backwards and then arching the spine as you come forwards. Close the eyes. You can linger in any spots that feel a little bit sticky or stiff. And then change your direction if you haven't already done so. And coming to stop at center after this last rotation. Now trace your right fingers away from you and then take your left arm all the way up and overhead, coming into a side body stretch. Rotate the chest and the gaze upwards if you can, stretching through the left side body, and start to round through the spine all the way down and around to the other side. So you're creating a little side stretch, a semicircle, working through the upper body and the side body, stretching the obliques, hopefully feeling a little bit more ease with every semicircle rotation here, keeping the hips grounded equally. Come up back through center. We're just going to take a little side neck stretch, so tilting the head to one side and then the other, as much as possible trying to keep the opposite shoulder down. I know this can be a little bit challenging first thing in the morning, feeling a little stiff around the neck, and then taking one full circle one way and then changing your direction, taking it the other way, nice and slow. Beautiful job, everybody. Now we're going to go into a little bit of a glute stretch here. So taking the legs into a 90-90 position, flexing the feet, bring the fingers to the ground in front of your front leg and take little body ripples, thinking cat-cow, as you ripple up and down. And on your third ripple, we're staying down. So whether that's on the hands, on the elbows, or stretched all the way out in front, stretching through that right glute. And then coming up and with or without hands, swapping that 90-90 position over so that your left leg is in front this time, taking a couple of ripples before we hold over the front leg. So this is almost like a pigeon variation. And you want to be holding that 90-90 position so that the knee shoots straight out from the hip. Beautiful job. Bring both legs out in front of you, nice and wide. Hold onto the knees, lift the chest, and as you exhale, rounding over the legs, completely relaxed. You can take a little bit of movement here. And again, arching through the chest, hold onto the knees, and then rounding over. Feeling like you're just flopping, relaxing, super chill. You should feel a nice stretch down the upper back and neck. And in your own time, make your way to all fours tabletop position. We're going to go into traditional cat-cow. So inhale, arch the back, and exhale, round through the back, pushing the ground away. Again, inhale, bring your shoulder blades towards each other, and exhale, move your shoulder blades away from each other. And from here, you can either continue the traditional cat-cow movement, or you can take circles like I am. So taking the rib cage to the right, over the top, and then towards the left, taking it a couple of different directions, veering off the railroad tracks, working through that spinal segmentation. Tuck the toes under and coming into downward facing dog and pedaling out the knees, bending one knee and then the other, pushing the ground away, really stretching through those hamstrings, through those calves. From here, bring your right foot between the hands, even if you have to take a couple of steps to get there, and inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. You're in a nice low lunge. Interlace the hands behind the head, and you're going to take a little bend towards the right and a little bend towards the left. Again, bend towards the right and bend towards the left. Nice job. Now this time you're going to take a full side body stretch over towards your right, bringing the left arm up and overhead. You can take that right hand to the knee as well if that feels more accessible. And then bring both hands towards the ground and hinge the hips back into a half splits position with the right leg extended. Inhale and exhale as you flop the body over. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, body goes over the leg. Rolling back into your low lunge, you're going to lift the back knee and you're going to lift the right arm all the way up to the sky, coming into a twisted lunge, lifting through the chest, twisting through the rib cage, and then lower down the back knee and either just reaching back with the arm, or you can hold on to that back leg, coming into a quad stretch. And now you can either open this up, leaning the foot into the hand and opening through the chest, or you can pull that foot towards your butt so that you're coming into more of an intense quad stretch. Whatever is working better for you this morning, whatever it is that you need. Bringing the hand back, you're going to heel toe the right foot out towards the side and then take some circles. Back knee can be lifted or it can be down. 3 circles one way and 3 circles the other way, lubricating through the hip joint. Now heel toe that foot back to center and then step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. We're going to repeat this sequence all on the other side. So left foot comes through between the hands and we lift the hands all the way up towards the sky. Back knee goes down, front knee over front ankle, lifting the chest. Take the hands behind the head, side body stretch over towards the left and the right, engaging through your obliques. And then going over into your full side body stretch with the right arm extended, maybe the left fingertips graze the ground or they're on top of your left thigh. Both hands up towards the sky, bring the fingertips down to the ground and hinge it back into your half splits position with that left foot flexed, taking your chest opening and then ripple over the leg. Taking organic movement. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. All of this is merely a suggestion. Rolling through back into your lunge, lift the back knee and then lifting the left arm all the way up to the sky. Consider your alignment here. You want one straight line all the way up towards the sky. Try not to overextend as I have a tendency to do. And then option for either your twist, your quad stretch or your chest opening, completely up to you. Nice job, gently letting that foot go if you had it. And then heel toe that left foot out towards the left and taking your hip circles one way. And then changing your direction, taking it the other way, opening up through that hip joint. A hello, good morning to your hips. And then stepping it back to downward facing dog. Enjoying that your hips and your hamstrings are feeling maybe a little bit more open now. And then tiptoe your way all the way to the top of your space or your mat and take a forward fold. Knees can bend as generously as they need to. Take a gentle sway from side to side, maybe walking the hands around. Enjoy your hamstring and back stretch here. From here, bring your left hand towards the ground, reach the right arm up to the sky and bend the left knee. So you're going into a nice outer thigh stretch and chest opening. And then switch sides, taking that the other way. That hand that's on the ground could also come to a block or a thick book to make this pose a little bit more accessible. And that's your practice with me done. I hope you have the most wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.